With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Hi, this is Caleb Wilkerson with Boats and Soaps Cleaning Services, a fully mobile, veteran-owned and operated business. We provide commercial and residential cleaning services, mobile auto detailing, as well as vacancy cleanout services serving within 60 miles of the Martinsburg, West Virginia area. Call us Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. at 304-268-9198. Again, that's 304-268-9198. Or check us out on Facebook, Boats and Soaps Cleaning Services.
The following sports special is a broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR, Martinsburg. It's time for the fun of a summertime tradition with Little League All-Star Baseball.
Play ball!
Today's Little League All-Star action is being brought to you by
Bechtel Jewelers, the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, Hagerstown Ford, Orsini's Home Store, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, Modern Renovations, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg.
And now, let's go to the ballpark and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Good morning. It's time for breakfast in baseball as we welcome you into the countdown to first pitch, brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg, where you get the work done right the first time. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Alongside me is Spencer Dupuis. Got 2 cameramen today, Dylan Bishop and Avery Newport, and back at the studio, back from vacation, it's Nick Verzolini. Today's game features the Jefferson All-Stars against the Chapmanville All-Stars as we get a look at the herd side of this 2022 West Virginia Little League Baseball 10 to 12-year-old state tournament bracket. Started off with Bridgeport beating Chapmanville 10-0 there on Friday. Ona Milton beat Elk District 4-3. Jefferson was victorious against Summersville 5-1. Those games made Elk District take on Summersville. Elk District won that 4-3 to move on and eliminate Summersville. And Ona Milton beat Jefferson yesterday 5-0, and Bridgeport beat Beckley yesterday 11-1. So Bridgeport will play Ona Milton tomorrow. Today we have Chapmanville against Jefferson, as well as Elk District against Beckley. Let's now look at the starting lineups here for both teams as your starting lineups brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. And we'll start with the visiting side today in the Jefferson County Little League. Batting first, center fielder number 5, Braden Brown. Batting second at shortstop, number 7, Mason Lowry. Batting third, the first baseman, number 21, Andy Roberts. Batting fourth, the pitcher, number 15, Damian Vogel. Batting fifth at third base, number 34, Hunter Hefner. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 10, Cole Cicero. Batting seventh in right field, number 35, Jacob Hutchinson. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 23, August Torrey. And batting ninth, second baseman, number 22, Austin Spears. As for Chapmanville, leading off for them, the right fielder, number 22, Archer Altizer. Batting second, the catcher, number 18, Cooper Evans. Batting third, the pitcher, number 20, Brody Belcher. Batting fourth at short, number 1, Jacob Vance. Batting fifth at third base, number 33, Evan Fleming. Batting sixth at second base, number 21, Ethan Casey. Batting seventh in left field, number 13, Xander McClung. Batting eighth in center field, number 10, Zeke Tiller. And batting ninth, the first baseman, number 8, Jackson Thompson. Those are your starting lineups for Chapmanville and Jefferson. So we get ready for first pitch at 10 o'clock. The PA announcer getting ready to conclude both teams' lineups here on the field. So we'll take a 2-minute break to cover the national anthem and be back for first pitch. This is Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR TV 10. We're back in 2 minutes.
Hi, this is Rob Mario. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call 304-262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Hi, this is Lauren from Orsini's right here in Martinsburg. Grilling is not just for the boys. We are a Platinum Traeger dealer carrying the Pro Series all the way up to the Timberline Series. We have every flavor of wood pellets along with accessories, rubs, sauces. Not just Traeger, we carry Utz, Meat Church, Lanes, and Dizzy Pig. We also carry a full line of Yeti products. Orsini's has everything to complete your backyard. Visit us at 360 Hack Wilson Way or at Orsinis.com.
Advanced technology, compassionate care. That's what you get with WVU Medicine General Surgery. Our expert team of board-certified surgeons at WVU Medicine Berkeley Medical Center and Jefferson Medical Center combines state-of-the-art technology with patient-centered medical care. With 3 convenient locations, WVU Medicine General Surgery offers a variety of robotic and laparoscopic surgery options featuring revolutionary treatments resulting in better surgical outcomes and quicker recoveries. For appointments, call 304-596-2150.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Welcome back here to Oatsdale Park, field number 1 for today's matchup between Jefferson County and Chapmanville. Winner moves on, loser goes home here in the Little League Baseball 10 to 12-year-old state tournament. Colin McLaughlin here alongside me is Spencer Dupuis for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. And Spencer, let's get today's weather brought to you by Kelly Allstate Insurance. For all of your insurance needs, call Gary Kelly at 304-263-4596 or stop by 724 Lakeview Drive in Martinsburg.
Yeah, right now 75 degrees, a little humid, sun peeking out here and there. Games moved up today due to the potential for some storms coming in later in the day. Right now, looking at the weather, it's thunderstorms. It says expected around 4 p.m., 40% chance through the evening, through the nighttime, but hoping to get all 3 games in the day. But talked to Nevin Kilmer yesterday, Little League tournament runner for the state tournament here in District 6, and he said, at least being able to get in those 4 games that are set for 2 set for 10, 2 set for around 12:30, and if they were to have to extend it a day, it would be easier for them to extend it with just 1 game having to be played on each field today or tomorrow. But hoping to not have to do that and get through all 6 games today.
As we just mentioned, there are 2 fields going on. The one that we have here on field 1 is Jefferson against Chapmanville. Over on field 2, also with first pitch scheduled for 10 a.m., it is Elkins taking on Martinsburg. So we'll make sure to give you some score updates on that game, as well as they are also
that has actually
facing
gotten
elimination
underway already.
as well.
Top of the first inning, Elkins up to bat, and 1 out with a 1 strike count here. We'll get you pitching for Martinsburg is Braylon Cole.
So if Martinsburg wins, they will move on. If they lose, they're eliminated. If both teams win, they would both be playing at 3 p.m. today unless the weather changes that.
But again, it could they have some flexibility today, so they may end up starting a game earlier if both games get completed early.
So we get ready for the first pitch here. Is coming up to bat for Jefferson is Braylon Brown. The first pitch from Brody Belcher, called strike 1 to Brown as the first pitch, brought to you by Mountaineer Kitchens and Baths. They ensure that your home is both beautiful and functional. For free consultation, call 304-267-6262 or visit MountaineerKitchens.com. Custom work done with care as Brown fouls off the next pitch. He's now behind in the count against Belcher with no balls and 2 strikes. Offensively again, for Chapmanville, it's Belcher pitching, Evans catching, Thompson on first, Casey on second, Vance at short, Fleming at third, as Brown hits a hard ground ball underneath the diving glove of Fleming at third into left field. McClung will scoop it up and fire it in, but it's a leadoff single for Brown with 2 strikes against him. He's able to get on base to start things off for Jefferson.
Yeah, and, it's always good if you're Jefferson who, looking at the box score yesterday from Game Change, unfortunately we weren't there because of the game that we had. It appeared that they just weren't, that the other pitcher they were pitching, or that was pitching against them, was having a very great day and just unable to get a lot going. But it's good to see them here with, the first batter already get on base.
Up to bat now is Mason Lowry. He fouls off the first pitch from Belcher over the first base dugout and out of play. The next pitch, fastball, again underneath the diving glove of Fleming into left field. Back-to-back singles for Jefferson to start off in the top of the first in the same spot as Browns.
Yeah, now you got 2 on, no outs here. As your slugger coming up, Andy Roberts, who plays second behind Donovan Nichols of Martinsburg in the Home Run Derby on Thursday night.
Roberts steps into the right-handed batter's box against Belcher. The first pitch stays upstairs for ball 1.
And, I mean, if he can get in an RBI, that's going to be huge here, or if he can get a 3-run homer. We know he's got that home run power, obviously.
Belcher's pitch inside, 2-0 count now to Roberts. Roberts had to jump backwards to make sure that didn't hit him in the gut. Next pitch, fastball low and outside, 3-0 count to Roberts now from Brody Belcher.
And again, we saw this last year in all the tournaments for this Jefferson team, with Surf Guerra being the one that's kind of getting pitched to carefully. Now it's Andy Roberts.
3-0 pitch hits him, so he'll go to first on the hit by pitch. That'll load the bases now for Jefferson with nobody out in the top of the first. And coming up to bat is today's starting pitcher, number 15 for Jefferson, Damian Vogel, and he also has a lot of power in that bat as well, Spencer.
I was going to say, if I remember correctly, he does have power as well.
A dangerous spot here for Jefferson to start things off against Chapmanville, and there you go into center field. Coming forward, it's Tiller. He makes the catch, but the out will allow Brown to score. So it's now Jefferson up 1-0 over Chapmanville on the sac fly by Vogel.
And for Jefferson as a team to already get a run in this first inning is huge, because yesterday they got shut out 5-0, and to be able to get the offense going early is just a great thing to see for this team last year that made it to the regionals in Warner Robin, Georgia.
Hunter Hefner up to bat. He takes the first pitch outside for a ball from Belcher.
Also want to give a shout out to our cameramen, Dylan Bishop and Avery Newport. We've got dueling outfield cameras today.
Ball in the dirt, 2-0 count now to Hefner. Runners on first and second base for Jefferson, 1 out as they lead 1-0 over Chapmanville in the top of the first. Belcher sets the 2-0 pitch. Goes off the glove of Evans. That's going to allow both runners to advance 1 base each. So now a 3-0 count and 2 runners in scoring position for Jefferson. So Lowry standing on third, Roberts on second.
And this is big here because you can load the bases again.
Belcher sets on the rubber, the kick and the delivery. High ball 4 as it goes above the head of Evans and bounces off the fence and into the field of play. So that'll keep the base runners on second and third, as originally it looked like Lowry was going to try to come home, but the way the ball ricocheted, it went right into that third baseline.
Yeah, it was right there just hanging on, and he had to make that split-second decision of does he go or does he come back? And he came back because you never know if he's getting down there. The pitcher there running over to the ball could have been able to just grab it and tap him.
Cicero up to bat the first pitch, a fastball past Evans for ball 1. Not too far, though, so the runners stay put as the bases are loaded for Jefferson with 1 out in the first.
And, I mean, this is the Jefferson team that we saw throughout the area and district tournament, just being able to get base runners on and have the ability to just look like they're going to score at any point.
1-0 pitch to Cicero at the knees, evens the count up at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Cicero, bases loaded for Jefferson. Belcher on the rubber, sets in the pitch. Just missing the outside part of the plate. The count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Belcher trying to get an out here, which is much needed for Chapmanville. As the pitch goes high, 3-1 count now to Cicero.
Yeah, and you don't want to walk in a base runner here, but 3-1 count to Cicero.
3-1 pitch. Fastball called, ball 4, so that's going to score 1. It's now Jefferson up 2-0 in the top of the first against Chapmanville. As Lowry touches home, going to third is Roberts, second's Hefner. Cicero will take his spot at first after back-to-back walks. And a special pinch runner here for the catcher, as Sean Dillo, number 11, will check in at first for the catcher in Cicero. Up to bat now, the 7th batter in the lineup for Jefferson is Hutchinson. Jacob Hutchinson will step into the right-handed box. Still 1 out. Jefferson up 2-0 with the bases juiced. Pitch, fastball, called strike 1 to Hutchinson.
We'll get you updated here on the game on field 2. Martinsburg up 3-0, bottom first, and they still have bases two men on as Braylon Cole singled in Brady Steen for the first run, and then a double by Donovan Nichols brought in Braylon Cole, and then scoring on an error was Donovan Nichols. 3-0 here, no outs, bottom first inning for Martinsburg.
0-2 count now as Hutchinson fouled off the last pitch. He fouls this one off to the right side, keeps the count at 0-2.
So both teams, both area teams right now here in District 6 are, after not getting a lot going yesterday on both sides, have already scored 5 runs between the two teams.
Both were held scoreless yesterday, I believe, as Hutchinson fouls this one off to the left, way out of play. Keeps himself alive, though, with an 0-2 count and 1 out. That one might have went down to the deck hockey rink there to the left.
Yeah, they were outscored 4-0 yesterday, and they've already outscored
Swing and a miss
5-0.
for Hutchinson. He strikes out as he chased that one to the outside corner. So now 2 outs, and Torrey up to bat for Jefferson.
Yeah, down to the 8th man in the order, and if you can do that one time, nearly get one time through already in the first inning, that just shows there's good things to come. If you're Jefferson, though, and if you're August Torrey, you really want to get another runner in here. You don't want to see 3 men left on base.
Torrey, left-handed batter for Jefferson with blue batting glove, steps in. First pitch misses outside for ball 1 to Torrey.
Now a walk issued to Donnie Peebles, has the bases loaded, no outs, and Thomas Garrett up, who down at field 2 has got home run power for Martinsburg.
A 1-0 pitch, high, bounces off the glove of Evans, and that's going to allow a runner to score. It's now Jefferson up 3-0. In the first, I've seen a lot of issues for Belcher there, and Evans a couple times just hitting the glove of Evans and bouncing right out. So Roberts came home to score on that passed ball. Hefner advanced to third. Cicero's now on second. 2-0 pitch, called a strike to Torrey. Counts now 2-1 with 2 outs in the first.
Yeah, I mean, right now, early, Martinsburg now leads 5-0 there after a single from Thomas Garrett scored Clayton Elliott and Aubrey Burrell and Clayton Elliott. So pure domination by these two Eastern Panhandle District 6 teams in these early matchups so far.
2-2 count now. Fouled off to the left. The count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes for the 8th batter in the lineup for Jefferson, August Torrey. Runners still on second and third as Jefferson wants to add more in the top of the first. Pitch from Belcher in the dirt, and it looks like it's a drop third strike. Torrey's going to go over to first, but some confusion here by the home plate umpire. So he's going to be safe. I guess Torrey never went out of the baseline, so the runner will count. It's now Jefferson up 4-0 with runners on the corners. That'll bring up Spears with a 4-0 lead for Jefferson. Cicero went to third. Torrey's at first.
And now a 6-0 lead for Martinsburg on field two.
Strike one to Spears, as stealing second on a catcher's indifference is Torrey with 2 out. So 2 runners back in scoring position now for Jefferson.
Both of these teams here, offense come to play so far.
Spears, ground ball up the middle. It's going to take a weird hop above Vance. That's going to allow 1 run to score. The runner on second goes to third. It's now 5-0 Jefferson.
Yeah, both teams turn over the lineups here for these Eastern Panhandle teams.
As it looked like it was going to be a routine ground ball to Jacob Vance, but right at the last second it took a weird hop off the dirt. And that brings Brown back up to bat. He takes the first pitch low for a ball. Spears goes to second on the throw. So now, again, runners on second and third with 2 out. Next pitch to Brown, big swing and a miss. The count's now 1-1. Brown steps back into the right-handed box. Brody Belcher on the mound. The kick and the delivery. Fastball that hops right off Evans all the way over to the first base dugout. That's easily allowing Torrey to score. It's now Jefferson up 6-0 in the first against Chapmanville. Spears goes to third. A 2-1 count to Brown.
Yeah, things looking good so far for this Jefferson team. This is the Jefferson team that we've seen in the area and district tournament.
And another ball that goes right off Evans. He can't find it. 7-0 as Spears walks home. A really rough start here for Chapmanville. Unfortunately for Cooper Evans and Brody Belcher. Count 3-1 to Brown. Pitch, grounder right up the middle. Another single for Brown. He's now 2 for 2 in the first. That'll bring up Mason Lowry. After being shut out 5-0 yesterday, Jefferson has put up 7, and we're still in the top of the first.
Hey, both teams here from District 6 have now put up 7 in the first innings, respectively, on either field.
First pitch to Lowry. Called a strike as Brown steals second. The ball goes into the outfield. Tiller can't handle it. Brown's going to go from third, try to go home. The throw above the glove of Evans, so stealing second, third, and home is Brown. It's now 8-0 Jefferson in the first.
Yeah, I mean, just complete domination here by Jefferson, taking advantage of all the miscues that Chapmanville has had so far, and just 2 outs in this inning. So all this happening with 2 outs here in the last few minutes.
So stealing.
Last at bat, the pitch, high and in. The count even now at 1-1. Now as a timeout will be called for Chapmanville to exchange balls. So this will be, again, the 40th pitch for Brody Belcher here in the first. And you can see he is frustrated on the mound as this pitch misses low. The count now 2-1. 8-0 Jefferson in the first. 2 out, nobody on for Lowry here against Chapmanville. 2-1 pitch, ripped into left field. That's going to go to Xander McClung. He makes the catch to finally retire the side. We'll head to the bottom of the first. It is Jefferson 8, Chapmanville nothing. This is Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 60 seconds.
The South Morgan Volunteer Fire Department Carnival is August the 30th through September the 3rd this year with free admission. Enjoy the fun of this year's carnival with an amazing selection of rides, live music from great local artists, live auctions, contests, and the usual assortment of mouth-watering, delicious food. Discounted ride wristbands and ride and food voucher combos are available in advance. The carnival is located at 10166 Winchester Grade Road in beautiful Berkeley Springs. Find out more about this fun event at firemanscarnival.com. That's firemanscarnival.com.
is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs? Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
Back as we head to the bottom of the first between Chapmanville and Jefferson, as Jefferson puts up 8 runs in the top of the first on 4 hits. There were 2 errors, 2 walks as well, as Brody Belcher threw 41 pitches there in the top of the first. So we flip over to the other side and look at the lineup again for Chapmanville. It's Altizer, Evans, and Belcher, the 1, 2, 3, to start this bottom of the first for them. Defensively, Jefferson looks like this. Pitching, number 15, Damian Vogel. Catching is Colt Cicero. At first, it's Andy Roberts. Seconds, Austin Spears. Shortstops, Mason Lowry. Third base is Hunter Hefner. And from left to right, it goes August Torrey, Braden Brown, and Jacob Hutchinson.
Yeah, give you an update from Field 1, 8-0. Martinsburg on top of Elkins. Still the bottom of the first. 1 out, bases loaded. As Martinsburg's already making substitutions there as their second time around the order.
First pitch to Archer Altizer. Swing and a miss for strike 1. The next one goes high as well. He keeps the bat back, so the count's now even at 1-1. Vogel trying to see if Altizer likes the high fastball. He liked the first one, not the second, as he pops this one up over to Roberts at first, who makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up the catcher, number 18 for Chapmanville, Cooper Evans. Evans, we saw behind the plate there in the first, have some issues. He swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1 against Vogel. Evans steps back in the right-handed box. The 0-1 pitch. Pop up in foul territory over towards the fence. Making the catch is Hunter Hefner, as he had one hand on the fence, the other with the glove, able to trap the ball before it hit the fence for out number 2.
That was a heck of a grab there by Hunter Harvey. Hefner, excuse me. Hunter Harvey is an MLB pitcher.
So now 2 outs, and up to bat, it's the pitcher for Chapmanville, Brody Belcher. First pitch from Vogel, ground ball right over the head of Vogel to the second baseman. Spears to throw just in time. 3 up, 3 down go Chapmanville. We'll head to the second. It's still 8-0 Jefferson. This is Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The South Morgan Volunteer Fire Department Carnival is August the 30th through September the 3rd this year with free admission. Enjoy the fun of this year's carnival with an amazing selection of rides, live music from great local artists, live auctions, contests, and the usual assortment of mouth-watering, delicious food. Discounted ride wristbands and ride and food voucher combos are available in advance. The carnival is located at 10166 Winchester Grade Road in beautiful Berkeley Springs. Find out more about this fun event at firemanscarnival.com. That's firemanscarnival.com.
Ever try to collect on an insurance claim? Perhaps a homeowner's claim, auto accident, or fire. Insurance companies collect money from you for protection should something bad happen. And when it does, they don't want to pay, or they offer too little. At Mansion Ferretti, we have an attorney who worked defending insurance companies and knows all the dirty tricks they play to deny or lowball your claim. Call us today for help in getting what you really deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Welcome back here to Oatsdale Park as we head to the second inning now between Jefferson and Chapmanville. And for Chapmanville, they'll have a new pitcher on the mound, as going from third to the pitcher's mound is number 33, Evan Fleming. So I'll get you the final numbers here shortly for the starting pitcher in Brody Belcher.
1 inning, 4 hits, 8 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts on 41 pitches, 22 for strikes. 11 batters faced. 1 hit by pitch, 1 wild pitch.
So that's the voice of Spencer Dupuis. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Dylan Bishop and Avery Newport are our cameramen. Back at the studio, it's Nick Verzolini.
Nick Verzolini back from vacation, all refreshed and ready to go. Got him in working early this morning on his first day back, Colin.
I know. It's almost like I don't know if you consider it a punishment because he's getting paid.
That's true.
So we wait here.
He did get paid to go on vacation, though, too. So.
That's true as well. Due up for Jefferson, the 3, 4, 5 spots in the lineup in Roberts, Vogel, and Hefner. And do you see any other switches? Is it just a simple switch between pitching and the third base for Chapmanville here between Fleming and Belcher?
Yep. That's what it looks like here on Game Changer. This is Jefferson's Game Changer, though, so don't know for certain.
It's what it looks like as I examine the infield for Chapmanville. So Roberts will step up against Evan Fleming. The first pitch to start off the second inning misses outside for ball 1 to Roberts. Roberts was hit by a pitch, is at bat in the first. A 1-0 pitch from Fleming on the inside corner, called a strike by the home plate umpire, Phil Mays. Makes the count 1-1. A 1-1 pitch from Fleming. Grounder by Roberts to the third baseman, Belcher. The throw, one hops off the glove of Thompson. So that'll allow
Andy Roberts going to second.
Go from first to second. The throw over the head of the second baseman, Casey, cut off by Vance.
Yeah, great job by the shortstop there, doing what you're supposed to do and going behind, trying to play that safety there. And he did that great, caught that ball, so it didn't go into the outfield, and Roberts wasn't headed for third.
So Vogel up to bat. He hit the sac fly to start off the 8-run top of the first. First pitch, low and outside from Fleming for ball 1. So it's Roberts on second, nobody out. A 1-0 pitch. Vogel pops up behind home plate. It'll land foul. The count now even at 1-1.
Calling update from field 1, and is now top 2 with 2 outs, but Elkin's able to get in a run. It is now 9-1 Martinsburg on top.
Checking the ruling there for Roberts. They'll rule it a single as well as the error by the third baseman.
Yeah, I think he was going to beat that out anyway. He was getting down the line.
The second. A 1-1 pitch misses for ball 2, so the count now 2-1. At first, I had it just as an error. I wanted to see if they also had the single or not. So that's what the ruling goes by Game Changer. We'll go along with it. 2-1 pitch misses low. The count now 3-1 to Vogel. It's 8-0. Jefferson on top of Chapmanville. Winner moves on. Loser goes home here in this state tournament elimination game. Pitch, grounder right down the third baseline and foul to the left of the third base bag. The count's now full at 3-2.
Yeah, it was a good foot to the left of the third base bag or less, and if not that could have been definitely brought in Roberts home.
So full count, nobody out in the top of the second for Vogel. And the payoff pitch from Evan Fleming is a fastball outside for ball 4. So that'll have runners on first and second now for Jefferson. Hunter Hefner up to bat with nobody out.
Yeah, and these Jefferson hitters patient as ever right now, just letting that walk happen. And now you got 2 on, no outs. Already up 8-0.
Timeout called. We'll see if we get a substitute coming in for Jefferson.
And that, I believe, they're getting a special pinch runner.
And it's Cam Burdick who will be the special pinch runner for the pitcher Damian Vogel. So it's Burdick on first, Roberts on second. Hefner walked in his last at-bat and later scored. The first pitch, fastball, 1 hops to the catcher Cooper Evans for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes to Hefner. And that walk that I mentioned was on 4 straight pitches. The 1-0 pitch misses inside just barely. The count now 2-0. Small strike zone here from Phil Mays, possibly. As Evan Fleming takes a deep breath on the pitcher's mound. The 2-0 pitch. Way outside, a 3-0 count now to Hefner. Evans, though, saw some trouble in the first inning with him keeping the ball in front of him. So far here in this at-bat, he's had to die for 2 of them and were successful each time. 3-0 pitch to Hefner. Right down the middle for strike 1. Still 8-0 Jefferson. They scored 8 in the top of the first. 3-1 pitch from Fleming. Ball 4 as the ball will hop to the first base dugout side, but everybody on the walk will just go 1 base each and not try to steal home. So it's Roberts on third. The pinch runner for Vogel and Burdick on second. And now after back-to-back walks, puts Hefner on first. So the base is loaded, nobody out for Jefferson. And Cicero up to bat. He takes the first pitch low for ball 1 after it almost topped in between the legs of Cooper Evans, but he's able to get down and keep it in front of him.
Update now down from field 2. Bottom second, 9-1, and I believe now Martinsburg has now gotten in all their subs here. Bottom second inning.
1-0 pitch from Fleming. Low and outside, 2-0 count to Cicero. The bases are loaded. The infield for Chapmanville. Corners wise in on the grass. Second base and shortstop in normal territory for Chapmanville. The 2-0 pitch from Fleming to Cicero. Catches the outside corner, makes the count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Jefferson trying to add some more runs on here in the second, threatening with the bases loaded, nobody out. The 2-1 pitch rips off the foot of the pitcher, Fleming, over towards the shortstop. Vance wasn't ready for it, so that's going to allow everybody to go 1 base each. It's now 9-0 as Roberts came home to score on the single by Cicero, and a timeout will be called to double check that Evan Fleming's okay. And he's trying to feel that right ankle.
Came home to
It looked like it went
score
off
on
the upper side of that ankle as it was coming up the mound. But he's no worse for the wear, it appears.
A lot of unfortunate events so far here for Chapmanville as they'll allow Fleming to test out his foot. Wincing a little bit, but he nods his head that he's okay, so it looks like he's going to stay out there on the pitcher's mound. As up to bat now for Jefferson is Hutchinson. You can tell in the face of Evan Fleming that he's in a little bit of pain, but he takes a deep breath in the first pitch. Fastball into left field. Coming forward is Xander McClung. He lets it bounce in front of him. It goes underneath his glove. 1 comes to score. The second comes around to score. It's a stand-up 2 RBI double for Hutchinson. Jefferson now takes an 11-0 lead in the second over Chapmanville. August Torrey up to bat now. Runners on second and third. And it looks like we're going to have a switch as Utterback will pinch hit for Torrey. Owen Utterback up to bat now in the 8th spot of Jefferson's lineup. He takes the first pitch inside for a ball. The ball gets by Cooper Evans, and coming home to score Cicero. It's now 12-0 Jefferson. Advancing to third, Hutchinson. Still nobody out, and a 1-0 count now to Utterback. Evan Fleming gets the ball back from his catcher, takes his spot on the mound. 1-0 pitch, fly ball into center field. Tiller dives for it, makes the catch, tagging up and coming home to score is Hutchinson. Makes it now 13-0.
Yeah.
With 2 out now, I believe, correct? Or is that just the first?
Just the first out.
Yep, that's one. My apologies.
Dillo
So
now coming to bat.
first out, and Dillo coming up to bat. So nobody on now. 13-0 Jefferson. The first pitch from Fleming to Dillo at the knees for strike one. And the top of the second inning between Jefferson and Chapmanville here at Oatsdale Park, field number 1. The 1-0 pitch from Fleming. Fastball popped up over the fence as it rolls off the fence and hits the press box. Count now 2, or no balls and 2 strikes to Dillo.
Yeah, this Jefferson team coming to play today and taking advantage of all opportunities and showing why last night losing 5-0 was not something that they're used to.
The 0-2 pitch upstairs to Dillo. The count now 1-2 as Jefferson 13 runs off 7 hits.
Again, this Jefferson team with some players on it last year went to the regional in Warner Robins, Georgia after winning the state championship last year. They went 1-2 in Warner Robins, losing to North Carolina 4-3, beating Virginia 7-5, and losing to Tennessee 11-3.
And that team led by Surf Guerra, who we saw in attendance yesterday for that game. It's the 1-2 pitch. Hits Dillo in the back. So that'll put Dillo on first. So we head to the top of the lineup now for Jefferson. So it should be Brown up, but it looks like we're going to have a timeout called and a new pitcher possibly, unless they just want to try to settle down Fleming and bring Cooper Evans out to talk to him as well.
We do have a pinch hitter for Jefferson, and that's going to be Matthias.
So he will pinch hit for Brown, who was 2 for 2 today, but for Little League, you have to make sure everybody gets an at-bat.
And the way things are looking here,
you got to get them early.
Yeah.
Because I believe there's a 15-run rule, correct?
I believe through 3 innings.
Is that correct? Okay.
Okay. Might have changed.
So we'll have to wait and see, as we're being informed that it might be only a 10-run rule there in the 4th inning. So we'll wait and see, as up to bat is Brady Matthias. First pitch to Matthias, outside for ball 1. The throw to first from Evans to Thompson, not in time, as sliding in safe is Dillo.
Yeah, I believe we're getting Brady Matthias in here. I believe that is all the extra guys.
Dillo, Utterback, Burdick still has to hit as Matthias swings and misses. Keeps the count at 1-1. Burdick did come in as a pinch runner, but that was it.
Not hitting. You're right.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 13-0 Jefferson over Chapmanville. The 1-1 pitch, fastball at the knees for strike 2 to Matthias. Runner on first for Jefferson is Dillo after he was hit by a pitch in the last at-bat. A 1-2 pitch, fouled off by Matthias to the right side to stay alive at a 1-2 count. Any score update here possibly?
9-1, still top third.
That is for Martinsburg as they take on Elkins. They're at field number 2. 1-2 pitch. Outside, gets by Evans. The throw off the mark to the shortstop Vance. So advancing to second on the steal is Dillo. That makes the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Matthias. What were you about to say there, Spencer?
Braden Cole finished. He started the game at pitching on the mound for Martinsburg. 1 2/3 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, 2 strikeouts, 22 pitches for him.
2-2 pitch, a line drive into right field. Matthias gets a single that might allow the runner to score from second, and it does, as no throw comes home. So Dillo scores on the RBI single by Matthias. It's now 14-0 Jefferson, and it will be another mound visit for Chapmanville. And it's going to be a pitching change for them. So we'll take a 1-minute break. This is Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hagerstown Ford continues to be your leader in car sales up and down the I-81 corridor. We will beat any and all competitors' prices, and we've made buying a new car easier than ever with one-day delivery better than Amazon and a return policy better than Walmart. Your satisfaction is our guarantee. If you don't like it, simply return it and we'll come pick it up. No questions asked. Why would you shop anywhere else? At Hagerstown Ford, we take great pride in our community and supporting our local student athletes. That's why Hagerstown Ford is the official car dealership of Shepherd Rams quarterback Tyson Bagent. Our remote buying process has made new car shopping so easy, you'll never even set foot in a dealership. Simply go to HagerstownFord.com and click on the car you want to buy it, or use the Axle Auto app. It's that easy. You can order your new car on any device. Go to HagerstownFord.com and get your new car signed, sealed, and delivered from Hagerstown Ford.
Welcome back to Oatsdale Park. Jefferson on top, 14-0 over Chapmanville. So we have a new pitcher again for Chapmanville. Coming from second base to the pitcher's mound is number 21, Ethan Casey. I'm trying to see who the other changes are. It looks like going back to third base where he started is number 33, Evan Fleming, which means we need to figure out where Brody Belcher went. And I think, if I'm looking correctly, Belcher has won over to second. So there you go. Those are your defensive changes for Chapmanville.
Just one out here, top of the second, Colin.
And up to bat is Mason Lowry.
Already 1 for 2 today.
First pitch to Lowry. Misses outside for ball 1. We have a runner on first, which is Matthias after he hit that single to right to score Dillo. The 1-0 pitch from Ethan Casey catches outside. The count now even at 1-1 to Lowry. Lowry singled in his first time up to bat, flew out to left in his second time up, which ended that 8-run first. Fastball on the outside part of the plate. The count now 1-2 to Mason Lowry. As again here in the second inning, Jefferson will hit around the lineup. 1-2 pitch, a ground ball to the third baseman, Fleming. Throw to second, Belcher to first as he decides to just eat it, so it will only be a 5-3 put out to get the lead runner. Is on the fielder's choice. Lowry will be safe at first. So now 2 out, and Roberts back up to bat in the second inning. He takes the first pitch low and away for ball 1. Roberts was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat, singled in his last at-bat, and came home to score. A 1-0 pitch, called ball 2. Runner on first is Lowry. The 2-0 pitch to Roberts. Misses for ball 3.
Yeah, again, being a little careful, pitching to Roberts.
Roberts pops this one up over to the first base dugout and out of play. Count now 3-1. 14-0. Jefferson over Chapmanville.
Yeah, Colin, looking at Jefferson, they beat Summersville 5-1 Friday night. Fell to Ona Milton 5-0 yesterday.
And Ethan Casey's pitch high for ball 4 to walk Roberts. So he'll go to first. Lowry goes to second, as you were saying there, Spencer.
And this Chapmanville team yesterday fell to Bridgeport 10-0.
Still 2 out, runner on first and second. Vogel takes the first pitch from Casey, low for ball 1. Vogel hit a sac fly in the first, scored the first run for Jefferson. He walked in his last at-bat and later scored as this pitch high off the glove of Cooper Evans, the catcher. So that sends Lowry to third and Roberts to second on the passed ball.
And the winner of this game will, mostly looking like Jefferson here, will wait till 3 p.m. to play the winner of Elk District and Beckley that's set to play on this field at 12:30.
2-0 pitch. Misses outside. The count now 3-0 to Damian Vogel. Vogel steps back into the right-handed box. The 3-0 pitch from Casey. Ripped into right center field. That's going to one-hop off the fence. 1 run scores, rounding third, coming home to score. It's a base-clearing, stand-up double by Vogel. It's now 16-0 Jefferson. The Jefferson bats absolutely dominating today.
Yeah. Just got confirmation from tournament runner Nevin Kilmer. It is 15 through 3 innings. The losing team will have to bat 3 times.
Hefner takes the ball right down the middle for strike 1 from Ethan Casey.
I thought that was the rule. I was just double checking.
Big swing and a miss from Hefner for strike 2. As Hunter Hefner will pick up some dirt and rub it in his hands as he does not use batting gloves. The 0-2 pitch misses outside as Ethan Casey trying to get Hefner to chase at 1. Count now 1-2. A good waste pitch. 2 outs, runners on first and second. The pitch, hard chopper past the glove of the diving third baseman Fleming into left. That'll reload the bases for Jefferson.
Yeah, they're just playing station to station.
Oh no,
ball
my
right
apologies. I forgot it was only Vogel on, so he'll advance to third.
Great station to station play for this Jefferson team so far.
Hefner on first, so it's only runners on the corners, not bases loaded.
For the most part, I mean, minus twice, I mean, this Jefferson team's really been playing what Chapmanville's been giving them, as there's only been 2 strikeouts.
And the final pinch hitter comes in for Jefferson. It's Burdick. Take the first pitch from Casey right down the middle for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball into right center field. That's going to get in the gap. 1 hop off the fence. 1 run comes to score. And it's another base-clearing stand-up double for Jefferson, who now leads 18-0. What a day for this Jefferson All-Star team. Finding the gaps perfectly and absolutely dominating here against Chapmanville.
In the cruise to the area and district tournament, I think yesterday, losing 5-0 may have put something in him to say, we're going to come out, we're going to give it our all tomorrow morning.
Hutchinson up to bat. First pitch from Casey. Low for ball 1.
Because the way they had been playing through the area and district tournament, they played the minimum number of games.
1-0 pitch with 2 outs. Fouled off by Hutchinson. Makes the count now 1 ball and 1 strike.
I mean, if you think about it, Colin, they played 2 games in the area tournament, beating South Berkeley 10-0 and 15-0 over Martinsburg.
1-1 pitch, another swing and a miss. A ball in the dirt from Hutchinson for strike 2. Burdick on second. 2 out, the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off by Hutchinson to keep the at-bat alive. Ball hits the fence to our right. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's Ethan Casey, the third pitcher for Chapmanville, trying to get them up to bat. The 1-2 pitch to Hutchinson. Breaking ball just misses inside, the count even at 2-2.
So they only have played 2 games in that area tournament. And then in the district tournament, they only had to play 1 game, beating Mineral 9-3.
Outside. Count now 3-2 as Hutchinson battles back in this at-bat. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Down goes Hutchinson. First strike 3. The first strikeout for Casey. 10 runs across the plate in the second. Led to the bottom of the second. It's Jefferson 18, Chapmanville nothing. This is Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Advanced technology, compassionate care. That's what you get with WVU Medicine General Surgery. Our expert team of board-certified surgeons at WVU Medicine Berkeley Medical Center and Jefferson Medical Center combines state-of-the-art technology with patient-centered medical care. With 3 convenient locations, WVU Medicine General Surgery offers a variety of robotic and laparoscopic surgery options featuring revolutionary treatments resulting in better surgical outcomes and quicker recoveries. For appointments, call 304-596-2150.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back here as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Colin McLaughlin here alongside me is Spencer Dupuis. Spencer.
This Little League International Tournament game is presented by us here at Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 of Martinsburg under the authority of Little League Baseball and Softball and may not be rebroadcast or retransmitted without the express written permission of Little League International, South Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Visit Little League online at www.littleleague.org. We'll update you from down on field 2. Martinsburg up 12-2 as Donovan Nichols doubled again, scoring Brady Steen and Braylon Cole, and then Donovan Nichols would score himself on a wild pitch to make it 12-1 heading to the 4th inning.
As we take a look at the bracket here, if I can flip to it, both teams in the area most likely going to win today.
They'll have to play again today at 3 p.m.
That's what I'm trying to see. Which one would be on field 1? It looks like it would be the...
Yes, the team's staying here today. They're staying game, on their fields.
Yep. That means, unless the weather changes things, the game that we'll have later on today is at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
So we were just being asked if we wanted water. I apologize if my...
Thank everybody.
Headset was sounded like there was an earthquake here. There was not. It was just me shaking my head no.
Again, we've done this on all the broadcasts so far. Thank all the volunteers that have made this tournament happen, from the umpires to the people up here in the press box with us, getting everything done legally for Little League and being the PA announcers, running scoreboard, and the concession stand workers.
First pitch to Vance, high and in from Vogel for ball 1.
Because, again, these are all volunteers out here, umpires volunteering, everybody else volunteering as well.
Vance fouls this pitch off to the backstop. Count now even at 1-1 as we are here in the bottom of the second now. After, in the bottom of the first, it was Chapmanville going 3 up, 3 down. So Vance, the 4th spot in the lineup. It's a high fly ball into center field. Backtracking is the center fielder to make the catch for out number 1. As in center field now, it is Jacob Hutchinson. That'll bring up Evan Fleming.
Yeah, I believe that outfield now is all reserves. All players coming off the
Hutchinson
bench.
went from right
to
center. That's what I'm trying to check.
He went
in
from
right
right to
field
center,
now is Matthias.
And then Utterbuck is in the left.
Another high fly ball into center on the first pitch, swinging from Fleming. Again, caught by the center fielder Hutchinson for out number 2. That'll bring up Casey with 2 out for Chapmanville.
And again, Damian Vogel getting this start for Jefferson. It's been a while since he's pitched, but he had 2 first pitch swings.
Well, with an 18-0 lead, all you got to really do is pitch to contact and hope your defense does well, and so far it has, as Casey fouls this one off to the right for strike 1. I mean, he's only thrown 6, 9, 10. That was the 11th pitch that he's thrown today.
It's just the amount of time he had to sit down there and then hit and do that. That's just a while.
The 0-1 pitch again fouled off by Casey. Now 0-2 with 2 out for Ethan Casey. So we could possibly see Vogel, if they want to keep his pitch count low, pitch again later this afternoon, as the 0-2 pitch misses outside. The count now 1-2.
And if I am correct, I think it's under 25 for no days.
We can double check in between innings here.
Because I think the Martinsburg did that with Braylon Cole.
1-2 pitch, high and in. The count now 2-2 to Casey.
That game over there may complete 5 innings, as they'll go 5 innings or 4. They'll do the run rule there before this
pitch.
one even gets to the third.
Fouled off. Keeps the count at 2-2. Vogel gets a new ball from his catcher, Cole Cicero. Fastball just missing outside to Casey. The count now 3-2. Casey battles back here in this at-bat to try to be the first base runner for Chapmanville. Payoff pitch, called strike 3. First strikeout of the day for Damian Vogel, retires the side of Chapmanville. So at the end of 2, it is Jefferson 18, Chapmanville nothing. We'll head to the third after this 60-second break. This is Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
Are Dylan Bishop and Avery Newport back at the studio. It's Nick Verzolini. Jefferson leads 18-0 over Chapmanville. As due up for Jefferson will be the 8-9-1 spots here in this lineup. As everybody getting a lot. And it looks like we have another change, as going into left field will be number 61, Sawyer Dalton. And also into right field for number 22, Archer Altizer, was number 35, Nate Farley. So those are 2 changes here for Chapmanville. As Casey takes the rubber on the pitcher's mound, up to bat is Utterback for Jefferson. Timeout called before we start by the home plate umpire, just to make sure everybody's ready to go in position for his fellow umpiring crew. The first pitch ripped right back up the middle, off the leg of Casey. The throw at the head of the first baseman, Thompson. He has to reach up, and I believe he made the catch and hopped back down on the bag in time for out number 1.
Yeah, great catch there.
Now we got to wait and see if Ethan Casey's okay, as that hit him in the leg. That's the second time a Chapmanville pitcher has been hit in the leg today.
Yeah, I'll throw a warm-up pitch here.
Yeah, I believe it was Fleming that got hit early in the second inning in the ankle that ricocheted to the shortstop. This one just hit Ethan Casey in the leg, and it was able to stay on the mound for him so that he could make the fantastic play.
Umpire and crew doing a great job looking out for player safety.
Dillo first pitch swinging. It's a line drive to the second baseman, and making the catch is Belcher for out number 2. Top of the lineup now, and it will be Brady Mathias up to bat with 2 out and nobody on. So Chapmanville trying to make Jefferson go 3 up, 3 down, which we have not seen today. Mathias fouls off the first pitch for strike 1, as in the top of the first it was 11 batters faced, and in the second inning it was 14 batters that got to go up to bat. As a swing and a miss from Matthias makes the count 0-2 with 2 out.
Yeah, and Chapmanville will need to score at least 4 runs to keep this game going when they come up to bat in the bottom of the third.
The 0-2 pitch from Casey. Swing and a miss from Matthias. 3 up, 3 down go Jefferson. It stays 18-0. One to the bottom of the third with Chapmanville possibly down to its final 3 outs. This is Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Hello?
We're here again 3 times in the past 2 days.
You're where?
Bechtel Jewelers. Look.
Can Mom hear you?
No, she's in a diamond coma. Get her the pendant, or I will.
Hey, that's my credit card.
What? Can't hear you, Dad. You're breaking up.
It's going to take more than a crying baby to wake her out of this diamond coma. You're going to need a mega dose of jewelry from Bechtel Jewelers.
Welcome back to Oatsdale Park. Field number 1 is the venue for this one between Jefferson and Chapmanville. So we head to the bottom of the third. It's Jefferson trying to get an 18-0 win. Chapmanville will be down to its final 3 outs. They'll need to score 4 or more to stay alive, as there's a 15-run rule after 3.
Yep, got that confirmed with Nevin Kilmer, District 6 Administrator. The administrator running the tournament. We'll take a look down at Field 2. Looks like Elkins attempting a comeback down 12-3 now with the bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the 4th inning.
First pitch from Vogel, fouled off by McClung for strike 1. So the 7, 8, 9 batters due up in the bottom of the third for Chapmanville.
Yeah, that was
goes McClung, Tiller, and Thompson.
Vogel's 18th pitch.
Fastball inside for ball 1. The count now evens up at 1-1 to McClung. Vogel sets the 1-1 pitch. Line drive down the first baseline, and right at the last second, hits in foul territory. So the count 1-2 as that one just missed to the right of that first baseline by about a foot or 2 from being the first hit of the day for Chapmanville.
Yeah, I'd say about 2 feet that thing fell back over the foul line and dropped in.
McClung with a pretty cool red helmet on as the 1-2 pitch. Grounder to the right side. Bobbling it is Andy Roberts, the first baseman. He's able to grab it, stomp on first for the out. That'll bring up Tiller, but wanted to add, I noticed during the national anthem, it was Xander McClung and I believe Evan Fleming, both with a lot of flow going on.
Yeah.
Business in the front, party in the back, mullets for those two.
That's a baseball thing.
I like it. That in hockey. Hockey used to have the mullets as well. As first pitch, swing and a miss, as we have a pinch hitter for Tiller. It is Collins up to bat. So 0-1 count to Collins. Swings and misses at a fastball inside. The count now 0-2. Vogel trots back up on top of the pitcher's mound, sets on the rubber. The 0-2 pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. So on 3 straight pitches, Collins is out. It's now 2 out, nobody on. 18-0 Jefferson over Chapmanville, who is now down to its final out.
Yeah, I want to remind everybody this Little League International Tournament game is presented by Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 in Martinsburg, West Virginia, under the authority of Little League Baseball and Softball, and may not be rebroadcast or retransmitted without the express written permission of Little League International, South Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Visit Little League online at www.littleleague.org. looking over there to field 2. Caden Lackey struck out the batter there to get out of an inning with bases loaded. Now it's 12-3.
Thompson swings and misses at the next pitch. It's now no balls and 2 strikes to Thompson. It's Damian Vogel trying to get the perfect game. This one fouled off over the first base dugout. The count stays at no balls and 2 strikes. As even though it's a mercy rule, I believe it will still count kinda as a perfect game here for Little League. There's been no hits, no errors.
No base
0-2 pitch outside for a ball. It's the entire Jefferson side, pitching, defense, and offense especially. It's been tremendous in this game against Chapmanville.
Yeah, again, I think it might be the mentality they came in with after getting shut out last night.
The 1-2 pitch, and it's blooped over towards the first base side and slices foul. Keeps the count at 1-2. Thompson trying to keep Chapmanville alive as they trail 18-0 against Jefferson here in the bottom of the third. They need a 4-run, at least 2-out rally there. The 1-2 pitch. Chopper to the second baseman, Spears. He drops to a knee, makes the play, throws to first for out number 3. There you go. Jefferson gets the win. Final score 18-0 over Chapmanville. Doesn't allow a hit, no errors as well. So it is a perfect game through 3 for Damian Vogel. And Chapmanville is eliminated now from the state tournament as both teams will shake hands. We're going to take a 2-minute break. Come back for our post-game show. This is Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
If you love some delicious smoked barbecue but don't know where to go, then you're in luck. Smokin' Southern Barbecue has smoked ribs, chicken, pulled pork, and brisket, all topped with some homemade barbecue sauce. Smokin' Southern Style Barbecue is located at 2142 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. They're open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call them at 304-620-7651. So stop on into Smokin' Southern Style Barbecue in Martinsburg. You considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
A Honda is more than just a vehicle. It's a gateway to spring adventure. Start your adventures with Honda, the brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 0.9% APR on a 2022 Honda Pilot and a 1.9% APR on a 2022 Ridgeline, CR-V, or Passport. New vehicles are arriving daily at a local Honda dealer.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
See dealer for financing details. 2021 ACSI survey of customers rating the performance of their own automobiles.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Show brought to you by Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Over 120 years combined experiences, accident, injury, and disability lawyers. Go to burkeandschultz.com or call them at 304-263-0900. We play hardball. Final score, Jefferson 18, Chapmanville 0 after 3. Colin McLaughlin here alongside me is Spencer Dupuis. Our cameramen are Dylan Bishop and Avery Newport. Back at the studio is Nick Verzolini. And I believe, Spencer, you have a final score from field number 2 as well. Is that correct, or is that not what you were about to say?
Yes, so it's a 10-run rule through 4 innings as Caden Lackey got walked after Thomas Garrett popped out. He then stole second during Noah Wolf's at-bat, and then he took third on the catcher's indifference, it appears, and then he stole home, and they win 13-3 to advance to the 3 p.m. game today that will be against the winner of Central Greenbrier and Barbersville on Field 2 at around 12:30, maybe potentially earlier. And then our game here will be the winner of Elk District versus Beckley that's set to take place at 12:30 or potentially earlier on this field that we're at right now.
Yeah, they want to get these games done early to hopefully avoid the incoming storms that are in the forecast, as we now will get into our game summary brought to you by the Farmer and Mechanics Insurance Company. When it comes to your home, auto, farm, or business, they're trusted, reliable, and experienced. Call them at 304-263-0809 or go to fmiwv.com. And it started off terrifically there in the top of the first for Jefferson, in which they got 8 runs on 4 hits. There were 2 errors for Chapmanville and 2 walks as well. But Jefferson came to play today, getting 8 runs there in that first. And it started off with the leadoff batter and Brown getting a single, followed by Lowry. Next thing you knew, the bases were loaded when Roberts got hit by a pitch, and Vogel hit that sac fly to center to start those 8 straight runs. So it was a great start there. They were able to go defensively and make Chapmanville go 3 up, 3 down, and come back in the second and add on 10 more runs for Jefferson, as it was 10 runs off 7 hits, 1 error. They left 1 on base, 3 walks, and 1 strikeout, as it was, again, the guys at the top getting it done all the way through the lineup as well. And then in the third, Jefferson went 3 up, 3 down, and pitching-wise, Vogel was able to allow no hits, struck out 2, and finished the game with, I believe, exactly 30 pitches. So I think he still has to rest, so we won't see him.
I do believe so, but he started that at bat in the 25th pitch. So I can't remember what the ruling is on that, but he'd be available tomorrow most likely.
Yeah,
anyway.
He could be available tomorrow if they win again this afternoon. But I believe this afternoon's game, he will not be able to pitch. But if it gets rained out, he could.
Yeah.
So
don't hope for that.
That's your game summary. Let's get our game stats brought to you by Chris Ross, the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Buying or selling a home, call them at 304-579-7349. Go to callchrisross.com. Spencer?
Yeah, we'll just start with the box score here. 8-10-0 in the first 3 in those 3 innings for Jefferson. 0-0-0 for Chapmanville. 18 runs on 11 hits for Jefferson. No errors, no hits, no runs. 3 errors for Chapmanville. Leading the way, 2 for 2 was Braylon Brown with 2 runs. Then 1 for 2 was Brady Mathias with an RBI. Mason Lowry 1 for 3 with 2 runs. Andy Roberts 1 for 1 with a walk and 3 runs scored. Damian Vogel 1 for 1 with 1 run scored, 3 RBIs and 1 walk. Cameron Burdick came in there at one point. He went 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs. Hunter Hefner 1 for 1 with 3 runs scored on 2 walks. Cole Cicero had 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs, or excuse me, he went 1 for 1, yes, with 2 RBIs and a walk. Jacob Hutchison 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. August Torrey had a run in 1 plate appearance, or excuse me, at bat, and an RBI for Owen Utterback in 1 at bat. Austin Spears going 1 for 1 with an RBI, and in the pitching, Damian Vogel 3 innings. No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, 30 pitches for him, 23 for strikes in the 3-inning perfect game.
And before we take our final 2-minute break, just want to comment on something when you were saying the stats there. If you're watching on TV 10 or WRNR TV on YouTube, pretty cool thing that just happened. And caught it a little bit on our camera. Even though Chapmanville just lost 18-0, which means they're eliminated from the state tournament, they still went out on the field here on the third base side, took a team picture, because we heard Friday, day 1, making it to the state tournament is still a memory that these kids are never going to forget.
Yeah, I mean,
Spencer.
you got to get through
So it's still
the
a great
area in the
moment,
district
even though
tournament. I mean, you're
obviously
representing
you're
your
kinda,
area or your district in the state tournament. So you're still getting to the highest level in the state for Little League Baseball.
And even though, as we just said, you lost 18-0, so you're probably not the happiest right now.
No, but I mean, you know what the team, you definitely.
It's still history. You
yeah,
never
it's
know.
still history, and, you know, you just got to be proud of making it here and getting to this point.
So,
in
should
general.
we take a 2-minute break, or you think we should just
take a 2-minute
finish it
break
off
for the
right
advertisers?
Here?
Take a
All right,
2-minute
there
break
we
for
go.
the
We're going to
advertisers.
take that 2-minute break and then be back for the player of the game. This is Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WR and RNTV 10.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs? Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Welcome back here to our final segment of the post-game show. Jefferson wins over Chapmanville by a final score of 18-0. Colin McLaughlin here alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. Let's get today's WVU Medicine player
I guess
of the
we'll
game.
close out.
I was
Okay,
going to
we'll close out. No.
Oh, careful, Spencer.
No, we will close out this game, and then we'll give you some stats from that Martinsburg game.
That's fine.
I think this is pretty easy for my player of the game.
Yeah.
Did you already do the read?
I was going to do it afterwards.
All right.
If you want me to do it now, I can.
My player of the game is going to be Damian Vogel, who's the starting pitcher today. 3 innings, a perfect game, 2 strikeouts, 30 pitches, 23 of those for strikes, facing 9 batters, averaging 10 pitches per inning. And then at the plate, 1 for 1 with a walk and 3 RBIs.
So there you go. That's today's WVU Medicine Player of the Game, brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. So now you want to give us some stats from the Martinsburg game, correct?
Yes, we'll look here as Martinsburg, again, we mentioned, got the 13-3 win in 4 innings as the winning run came on Caden Lackey's steal of home to make it a 10-run ruled game there, as they scored 9 in the first, giving up 1 in the second, 2 in the fourth, but scoring 3 in the fourth and then third and 1 in the fourth. Elkins had 3 runs, 3 hits, 4 errors, while Martinsburg 13 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. Brady Steen 1 for 2. Braylon Cole 2 for 2 with an RBI. Donovan Nichols 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs. An RBI coming from Aiden Line. Aubrey Burrell 1 for 2. Clayton Elliott had an RBI in the game. And Thomas Garrett 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Caden Lackey scoring the winning run, 2 for 2 with an RBI and a walk. On the mound, Braylon Cole, 1 2/3 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Caden Lackey, 2 1/3 inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, none earned, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. 22 pitches for Braylon Cole, and Caden Lackey with 42 pitches in 2 1/3 innings. As Martinsburg got the win, they're moving on to the next round in the bracket as they. Let me pull back up this bracket here.
I believe it was the winner of Elk
Central,
District and
Central, Greenbrier, and Barbersville. They will play the winner.
Yep.
As on this field, that'll be on field 2, and we'll keep you updated throughout our later broadcast on that. I've already done that twice, Colin.
Okay. Nick just texted us to remind us to do it at least
Nick
one more time.
wasn't paying attention necessarily.
That's
This game.
not nice.
Just a little jab there. This game that we'll have at 3 p.m. will be between Jefferson and the winner of Elk District and Beckley. That is set for possibly before 12:30, depending on how Nevin Kilmer and the rest of they figure things out here as they want to get these games in today.
So again, final score: 18-0. Jefferson defeats Chapmanville and eliminates Chapmanville. So for Nick Verzolini, Dylan Bishop, Avery Newport, and Spencer Dupuis, I'm Colin McLaughlin signing off, and we'll hopefully be back on at 3 o'clock-ish for another Little League All-Star State Tournament game. But until then, enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
We'll keep you updated on our Facebook page.
We thank you for listening to live play-by-play coverage of Little League All-Star Baseball. Today's game has been brought to you by
Bechtel Jewelers, the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, Hagerstown Ford, Orsini's Home Store, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, Modern Renovations, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg.
Little League All-Star Baseball is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR, Martinsburg. All rights reserved.